What if I told you that I gave up on my beautiful family home to live in this derelict 1960s bungalow? Well, it gets worse. I had a dream to build a mega mansion from the ground up. The land was perfect, the dream was real, but the council crushed everything. I promised my family a better life, but now they think that I failed. But I have now been in property for 8 years, and one thing I learned: where there is a will, there is a way. And after months of research, making mistakes and dealing with rejections, I found a strategy that might change everything. But today I'm taking you inside my world to show you what it's like to live in this mess. I've just got home and it's time to glam up because today means a lot to me. It's the International Women's Day, and as a woman in an industry that is male dominated, I've definitely faced moments of not being taken seriously. But the upside, I get to be someone other women can look to and feel inspired to step into the property space and make their mark, and that's what today is all about. We're now going to Metrobank in Oxford. I'm very excited to speak as I was kindly invited by the team to speak about my journey. Hopefully I can tell about it a little bit in more detail and depth, and hopefully inspire some people to join on the property train. So today is going to be a very busy day. We have meeting on a new site with the windows company. I need an accurate quote for that one. I need to go check on the site progress in Upper Road. The windows have been installed, so I need to go and see how they look. Also, we're getting ready for the render, so all the bidding has been done. Everything is online, but I want to go and see how it really looks. And then we have meetings with investors and we want to discuss our strategy. And then I have a lot of admin work to do about our development funding. So it's going to be a long conversation with our broker. It's going to be a lot of paperwork for our monitoring survey, but it has to be done, and that's the part of the job. And I'm waiting to hear from an agent about an off-market property I was offered. So if we can go in today, we will need to drop everything and just go there. I can't believe it. Little old me is on my way to Metrobank to speak about my journey. If this was me 15 years ago, I would never have imagined it. I wanted to go into property because a lot of people told me, oh, I bought this house for 30,000, now it's cost 300. I'm like, yeah. Homes under hammer and all that, and I was just like excited. I saw an opportunity and I tried to buy a house for many years and it just didn't happen. I had mortgage applications declined for many reasons and it just wasn't happening for me. And then one time when I had my savings in my bank account, I was a client of Lloyd's Bank for many years, and a lady who knew me from the counter, like now I know Brent, from just knowing each other. She's like, Victoria, you need to buy a house. I said, I tried, I can't. She's like, you come to my branch, you will get a mortgage. I'm like, okay. And it was just like that. I came in and they've secured me my first property. And then when I got it, I was like, I can't let it go. This was a very big opportunity for me to tell my story that will inspire other people. But now I need to go to my sites. So we're now at Upper Road, our development of 4 houses, and I'm here to check for the progress on the render, which is hopefully going to be done later this week, and windows and doors. And I also have some samples for the kitchens because we have different kitchens everywhere we go. I want to see what would suit this development, so maybe we can look at that. Welcome to my favorite plot. So I've got some kitchen samples here for the doors and we need to visualize it. So I've got a few favorites. So I'm feeling maybe this one for the doors because I think natural wood effect is now very in style and I kind of feel like it's timeless. So this is number 1. And then I love colors, so maybe we can go for this one, teal, and it has like a nice soft touch to it as well. So that's called reed green, actually. Or maybe we can go for white. I know it's boring, but the kitchens are not massive on here, so we want to make it extra special. So what do you think? This project is going so well, and I can really start to imagine what these houses are going to look like. On the first floor, we've got 2 bedrooms, we've got a family bathroom. As you can see, it's already all been fitted. So this is first fix. First fix is done. And then I need to show you something amazing. Mind the step. Ta-da! Look at this window, natural light. I can imagine somebody living in this house and having an amazing life. View of a swimming pool, private office, stunning landscape garden. I can see people having an amazing life in here. So we're now heading to Longcourt. It's a beautiful village in Oxfordshire. We have just completed on the purchase of a bungalow with a land of 1.2 acres. So I'm gonna meet my glazing specialist who will do an accurate quote for us for the existing building, because we're gonna convert it into, we're gonna extend it by about 65 square meters and renovate it completely. So I want to get that work started in about 2 weeks time, and that's why I need the quote, because windows at the moment is about 4 weeks time. So we have just arrived to my newest site and great addition to my portfolio. Look at this baby. So this is a bungalow with 1.2 acres of land. It has incredible potential. So the business on this one is going to split into stages, and stage 1, we need to get the existing bungalow converted into a mega mansion. We will put a wall here,
yes,
extend another 4 meters, and that's another incredible bedroom.
yes.
Yeah, and then living room space is gonna start from here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go 4 meters there.
Yeah, bifold doors.
Yes, bifold doors.
Yeah.
Then I think we're gonna remove this corner.
Rather than putting the hip-ended, yeah, we will put a flat roof like here.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Because I want to, so as you enter here, I want to do utility here.
Yeah.
Utility here. And
Do you think your utility here, you need to knock a window out here, maybe?
well, let's think about that.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, let's think about that. And then this space will become like a dining table.
Yeah, flooded with light.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want some light.
Perfect.
Yeah.
No problems.
When you are taking on a project like this, every detail has to be spot on. You measure twice, cut once, because in property, mistakes are expensive. So I'm making sure everything is in order. That said, I can't wait for you to see this one finished. So we have just arrived home and I'm having a minute to admire the good weather, but I need to get ready for my meeting with investors, my new favorite investors, and I'll get back to you. Investor relationships are invaluable. Investors play a crucial role in building your property empire. That's why it's so important to connect with them. I have just finished my call with investors and went really, really well. However, I'm about to tell you about something catastrophic that happened a few weeks ago. So 15 months ago, we have found this property and we understood that this was the place for us to build our forever home. It just felt perfect. I had to sell my beautiful 5-bedroom detached home and remortgage everything I had and I didn't have just to afford the purchase of this one. Moving into this 1960s bungalow with my family has taken some convincing. I'm usually very positive and I always try to see the best in everything, but I have a teenage daughter who also has a life. She has been really under pressure for living here and she cannot wait for us to move, but we didn't have another choice but to stay here and live as we live now. So first thing, we had to apply for pre-application advice, and that's where the council come in and give you advice. The lady came in, and even though we've done everything right, she wasn't happy about the size of the property. She thought it was disproportional. Well, looking at this garden, it's not disproportional. There were other comments which we addressed in our planning application. We then made all the amendments, worked with another set of architects to put together a better design which complied with all the questions raised by the council. It has taken another 6 months, another set of ecology surveys, just for us to receive a refusal last week. I'm totally gutted about this. It has taken so much time, effort, and money to make that project possible on paper, and we as a family just couldn't understand why people and the council wouldn't want to have an incredible property on this site. Few of the comments has felt quite personal and wound me up because they were saying that the property is too big and we should consider making it smaller and making it work for us as a family on a smaller scale. Well, I think I work very, very hard and I deserve to have a home. This plot of land can totally accommodate that property, and it would be green, it would be sustainable, it would be stunning in keeping with the rest of the village. So we were quite devastated about the whole thing. However, we have a plan, and the plan is to exercise my permitted development rights as the landowner. So stay tuned and follow my journey how I will build my forever home on this land.